CCC family, it's Dawn Marie with Custom Comfy Crochet. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notify me bell below if you haven't already so that you can get notified of my future videos. And please like and share. Sharing helps more than anything, and I really appreciate it. So for today, I am using a 3.75 millimeter hook. If you don't have this, you could go down to a 3 or a 3.5 or a 4. You know, it's really not going to make that big of a difference, but I use this because it was the perfect size for these flowers. Also, I'm using a weight 3 yarn. And what we're going to do first is we're going to make a magic circle. And we're going to chain 2. That chain 2 doesn't count as anything, just giving you the height that you need. And then you're going to do 16 double crochets into your magic circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 16. And then after you do your last double crochet there, you can pull your circle really tight. And then you're going to slip stitch into your first double crochet, not the chain 2, but the first double crochet. You're going to slip stitch into the top of that to bring this circle together. Okay? Then you're going to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then you're going to skip your next stitch and go into the next and put a slip stitch. So this is important right here. After you've chained 4, it almost looks like this is a stitch right here, right there, but it's not. It's part of this. It's part of where we slip stitched. So we want to skip this one and go into the next one and put a slip stitch. And then we're going to chain 3. We're going to skip the next stitch, go into the next, and put a slip stitch. And then we're going to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then we're going to skip a stitch, go into the next, and put a slip stitch. Then you're going to chain 3. 2 and 3, skip your next stitch, go into the next, and put a slip stitch. So you're just going to keep doing that all the way around, alternating the 4 and the 3. So now we're going to chain 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then you're going to skip a stitch, go into the next, and put a slip stitch. Chain 3, skip a stitch, go into the next stitch, put a slip stitch. Chain 4, skip a stitch, go into the next stitch, and then chain 3. And you're going to skip this stitch and work into where we slip stitched right here for the beginning. Okay, so like where you came up out of this stitch for the chain of 4, you're going to slip stitch right into there. Okay, and that's what it looks like. Then you're going to slip stitch into this chain of 4. The first chain of 4 we did, you're going to slip stitch into that so that we can work into there. Then you're going to chain 3. This chain of 3 does count as your first double crochet. Then into this chain 4 space, you're going to make 7 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Then you're going to go into this chain 3 space and you're going to make a slip stitch. Then you're going to go into your chain 4 space and you're going to make 8 double crochets. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then you're going to go into your next stitch, your chain 3 stitch right here, and you're going to make a slip stitch. And then you're going to go into your chain 4 space and you're going to double crochet 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Then you're going to slip stitch into your next chain 3 space, and then into the next chain 4 you're going to put 8 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then into this next chain 3 space, you're going to make a slip stitch. Okay, and so that's the beginning of this flower. You've got 4 petals, 1, 2, 3, 4. You've slip stitched in between those to bring them down. And so now we're going to turn our work over. So pull up your loop like this, just so it doesn't come undone. And we're going to turn it over to the back. Okay, I want to make sure that my yarn is like this, not like this, but it's just falling over here. And then we're going to go right in between these 2 spaces right here, and we're going to bring this loop down through this, okay? So right in between this space and this space, we're going to bring our loop through, just like that. And then we're going to chain. We're going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, okay? Then we're going to go in between our next space, which is really close to here. So right here, in between here and here, we're going to pull our hook through like this. And we're going to do a single crochet. Then we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, and 3. And then you're going to go in between here and here and make a single crochet. Then you're going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then you're going to go in between this space right here and you're going to make a single crochet. So go behind here, pull through, and do a single crochet. Then you're going to chain 3. 1, 2, and 3. And you're going to go in between this space and make a single crochet. And now you're going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then you're going to go in between this space and make a single crochet. And then you're going to chain 3. 1, 2, and 3. And you're going to go in between this place and make a single crochet. Then you're going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And you're going to go in between this place and make a single crochet. And then you're going to chain 3. And after you chained 3, you're going to actually join to the first stitch of your first chain of 5. So right in here in the base of this chain of 5, you're going to go through, pull through, and make a single crochet. Okay? So now you've alternated chains of 5 and chains of 3 going all the way around. Now we're going to turn our work again, facing the front. So now I'm going to turn my work facing this way, and I'm going to slip stitch into this first chain of 3 right here, or actually it would have been the last chain of 3 that we did. We're going to slip stitch right into there, just like that. And then we're going to go into our next space, this chain of 5 space, and we're going to make 8 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Then you're going to slip stitch into your next chain of 3 space. Then you're going to go into this next chain of 5 space and you're going to make 8 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Then you're going to slip stitch into the chain 3 space, and then you're going to go into your next space and work 8 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Then you're going to go into your next chain 3 space and make a slip stitch. Then you're going to go into your next chain of 5 space, and you're going to make 8 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Then you're going to not slip stitch or anything now because you slip stitched here at the beginning. So now you're just going to turn your work again. Pull your loop out so it doesn't come undone. And I'm going to show you where we're going to do the same thing again like we did in the last one, but we've moved a little bit over. So we're going to go all the way over here, and we're going to work in between this space. So I'm going to put my hook through here, just like that. And I'm going to bring this loop through. So I'm going to put that loop back onto my hook, and I'm going to pull this through here. And when we do that, that causes this work to kind of fold in on itself and look very 3D, okay? And so we're going to do, you could keep it at that if you wanted to, but I'm going to do one more row. That's what I did for mine. And I'm going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And again, I'm going to my next space right here, and I'm going to make a single crochet. Then I'm going to chain 3, and I'm going to go into my next space right there, and I'm going to single crochet working around that. Then I'm going to chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and I'm going to go through my next space. Then I'm going to chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and I'm going to work around my next space. Then I'm going to chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and I'm going to go around my next space, make a single crochet, chain 3, and we're just going to keep repeating this all the way around. 2, 3, 4, and 5 to my next space. And then for our last one, I'm going to chain 3, and I'm going to join at the base of this first chain of 5 we did with a single crochet. Then I'm going to turn my work around facing me. And when I do that, I've got this chain of 3 right here. I'm going to go right into there and work a slip stitch. Then I'm going to go into my next chain of 5 space, and I'm going to work 8 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then I'm going to go into my chain 3 space, and I'm going to make a slip stitch. Then I'm going to go into my next chain of 5 and make 8 double crochets. So you're just going to keep alternating all the way around doing that, putting a slip stitch in your chain of 3s, and then putting 8 double crochets in your next. And then when we get close to the end of that round, I'll be back in just a second. Okay, so we just finished our last 8 double crochets here, and you want to pull your yarn out. You want to turn your work over, and we're still going to bring this forward to make it pull up. So we want to go right into here, pull this loop through, just like that. And now we can cut off. So now we're going to cut off, leaving enough to work in. So then you're going to pull this through with a chain 1 just to close, just like this. And then you're going to work both of your ends in. Okay, so I've worked in my ends, and this is the beautiful little flower we have. I'll see you again soon, guys. Happy crocheting. Bye-bye.